Hi, I'm just popping in here today to let you know that I will be popping in a bit more often because the universe won't let it go. The universe is telling me through signs and symbols and synchronicity that for whatever reason that I'm not completely clear on exactly at this particular point in time that I need to be doing this. So I'm going to follow that niggle and follow that intuition and that upper management little push, and I'm just gonna come and do this at the moment. I have done a little bit talking with people, like they're not interviews, they're talks about nothing else matters, but that there's more to life, there's more to us, there's memories that we have coming back to us now. For some people, they've always had these memories as to who we really are, our true origin, the fact that this is not as real as it sounds or feels, but we are working it out. Or I always prefer to swap the word working it out with playing it out. I've had a number of really, really big epiphanies recently. But the interesting thing is, say, just for example, one of these big epiphanies, it was like all the answers to everything just came in, and I went, holy moly, is that it? It's that simple? Yes. And it was like so intricate though, but yet so simple in its intricacy. And it's like, I got it. And I went, okay, life will be sweet now. But then, as life does, like, even though it's so simple and I still have a thread of what it was, I don't know, it's kind of gone. And I'm like, what is with that? Why do I get everything? And then it kind of goes. And I was like, you could say, write it down, record it. But I have tried to do that before. It's like everything comes in, and then when I try to translate it, when I try to, make sense of it, it just disappears. And it's like trying to, this is a way that's just coming in to equate it. So if you go down the beach and there's that beautiful white, loose, dry sand, and you pick it up, and as you pick it up, you've got a chunk, even in two hands, but it just runs through your hands. Wow. And then I just have that thought of like sand through the hourglass. Maybe we're not meant to hold it so tightly, which reminds me of Basha and his guidance of you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. So I probably answered my own question. And even as I had like that block of everything coming in, if I was to try to hold on to that tightly in my tight little human hands, it, oh my goodness, like that would be heavy because it wouldn't just be it's not just a handful of sand. It's like massive boulders of everything, past, present, future. So maybe I don't want that anyway. Okay, so I'm here and I'm going to come in, and I've just found this easy platform for doing what I want to do, even though I just did a video and it just disappeared. I don't know where it's gone, but that's all right. I will work it out. I've realized I make this little noise that I'm going to try not to make when I've watched back some videos. And if you do watch them, I apologize in advance that every now and then you might think it's a background noise or something. Is there a bird out the window? there's this little, what was that? And apparently it's me, but I have no idea. And I don't even know if I do it when I'm just talking with people. Like, I'm going to try and be onto it, but who cares? Who cares anyway? Okay, so this is just my little tester and my little video to say that I'm going to come and chat, and I want to chat with people again. Like, I don't like just talking with myself so much. I like to bounce off ideas and, allow conversations to organically kind of evolve through the people who are having them, which, well, one of them would be me, and I'll have other people. I really, 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 really enjoyed when I was doing these videos. So this is over a year ago now, and invited I invited friends in to talk, not as an interview, but as a conversation, and not really planning where it might go. I think in one of them I kind of jotted a few ideas, but we didn't really go there. And that was not my intention, because I wanted to allow, ooh, I wanted to allow what we needed to say when we needed to say it to come on through. Now, I didn't even know that at the time. Now I know it, like, over a year later. But that's so interesting. Okay. And it's funny because I've been practicing tuning in to intuition, tuning in to that higher self. And I find when you put these little practices in place, and I'll probably do a little just one-on-one me and you videos just for fun, but really quite little ones, and things like, here, try this. This works for me. Maybe it'll work for you. Because I feel like, as well, I've learned so much from the so many beautiful people on the internet. A lot of them are amazing tarot slash energy readers. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I did not know there was so many people out there who are so tapped in, tuned in, turned on to the real reality, as I like to call it. So this real reality is not the reality that I learned as I was growing up. I've realized life is so much different as to how the real workings of life and the fabric of space and time actually are, is not what I thought. And even, just for starters, to think that out of this whole vast universe and cosmos full of, you know, stars and space, for us to even imagine for a moment that this is the only planet with life on. But look how much life there is. Like, if there's this much life here, how could there be nothing elsewhere? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. I think I do potentially have, what's the word I was looking for? The tendency to ramble. And I find, like, I will, especially I've noticed when I write things, it's like I'm saying the same message, but 1,000 different ways. And I used to sort of wonder about that. And then I wondered, like, maybe it's because we all perceive things in different ways. So one way is for one person, another way is for another person, and another, and so on. So maybe that cycle of repetition isn't so bad. I also find I don't know. I tend to stop looking at the camera. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking at my eyes like they are your eyes. But I find I look down and around. What's with that? So interesting. But I'm going to not make this one too long. Just if anyone actually does watch, I don't know. There could be someone on the other side. There might be no one, and I'm just talking with myself. But that's okay. I'm just going to trust that I'm doing what I am being niggled to do, and I'm going to be excited as to how it unfolds and unfurls like a beautiful blooming flower. And I will come back in, and I will come back in with guests. So instead of my bookshelf, there'll be another screen. Someone maybe in a whole different country, we'll see. Or I might have someone actually sitting here in a chair, but we shall see. So I'm going to say ciao for now. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Much love.